Hello and welcome to the non-Greg Sterlace Greg Sterlace Show. I am your host, the Pamazon, except only the substitutes. And we have another person here. There it is.
I don't like being this far away from you. It's too far.
I'll stick my foot on you.
That's
Is
not
that better?
That's not enough.
That's
I don't want to be a stool.
I'll put my hand on you. Hey, Duds!
Oh, hi, Dudley.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, viewer.
What's going on here? Why don't you get rid of that gum?
Oh, you're chewing that gum.
Sound like a cow.
I like cows.
Cows are
They are very delightful, but you are not one.
Okay. Fine.
Spit out the gum, buddy. Spit it out. Spit it out. Or don't. It's all good. It's all fine. Yo, it's fine.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dudley. She's like, I don't know, Dudley probably does something weird. He probably has all sorts of chewing tobacco or something. I don't know.
Chewing tobacco?
I don't know. I mean,
Tobacco?
Dudley doesn't really have too many teeth, but...
I have chewing postage stamps.
Oh, why postage stamps?
If you know what that's all
Oh,
about. Hint,
okay,
hint.
all right. Hint, hint. Hint, hint.
I don't
Hint,
get
hint,
it.
viewers.
What's the
Hint,
hint? I don't
hint.
get it.
You need to watch. Oh. Sneeze, sneeze, sneeze.
Sorry.
Sight.
This is like the old Greg Sterlace show where one of the cameras is broken and in black and white.
What do I need to watch?
Hooray! Black and white. Hooray for black and white.
Well,
I always look like my great aunt in black and white, but in color I do not. Because she has black hair and brown eyes, so when I'm in black and white, you can imagine it, but when it's in color, you cannot. But none of the gentle viewers know my great aunt, so... Wow.
I would have. They might. I don't know.
You what?
They might. I don't
They
know.
might? Maybe.
You don't know.
Gentle viewers, if you know my great aunt, yes.
And even the non-gentle ones. Even the
Angry
real,
viewers.
like, the real rough-handle viewers.
Oh, you ruffians. Oh my goodness.
Especially you, Leonardo. We know what you're up to.
He's up to trying to get as many pets as possible.
What did he do?
He wants to get as many pets
Oh,
as
well,
possible.
that's because Leonardo
He's Leonardo.
is cute.
He is cute.
He might be annoying. He might be stupid. But he is
I
cute.
thought he was a space alien.
He is, and he got here, and his planet has more oxygen, and there wasn't enough oxygen, so he kind of got some brain damage. So he's never going home. He can't remember anymore. He's like, dur, 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 dur. He's stuck here. But thank goodness he's affectionate.
Just this little highly intelligent Leonardo. They're just all like...
He was, and then the oxygen deprivation from our atmosphere damaged his brain.
I think Leonardo was always a little... I don't know. Either way, he was like a super intelligent scientist, or he was always kind of like dumb. So they just kind of like used
Left him
him.
behind.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my god. Hey man, you want to test out this new spaceship we got? All right, here you go. Get the hell out of here.
Leave him behind. He's holding down the mission. He's holding back the mission.
Everybody's like, I don't know, Leonardo. You did something. Planet Penelope, I feel like everyone is just like intense, but also kind of lazy. They're just like, I don't know.
On Planet Penelope,
Yeah.
they're intense but lazy.
Yeah, like if you mess with them, they'll do something. Otherwise, they're just kind of rolling around, meowing, and
Wanting belly rubs.
yeah, getting in little brawls and stuff.
That's true. They don't like other Penelope invaders or
Yeah, they
other
don't
cat
like 'em.
invaders to come to their planet unless they're Leonardos, and then it's okay. But if they're not Leonardos, they better get the hell out.
Not even that. I don't know. Occasionally, Penelope does give him a good cat slap when he deserves it. He's like, I don't know. I imagine Leonardo is like this wiry little boxer, and Penelope's this big, like, brawly, like, bruiser type.
Oh, Penelope, you're so rough.
Yeah, Penelope's, she's a little... Leonardo's just kind of like squirrely and wiry.
She was, he was messing with her, and then he jumped up and he was like batting her. And she just took both her paws and put them on either side of what would be his cat shoulders if he stood up. She just grabs him and she goes, wham!
Damn,
She
Penelope, you got some moves.
slammed him.
This is a very cat-centric episode.
So far, it's definitely a very cat-centric episode.
I mean, I like cats.
True dat.
I mean, I have written songs about
Oh my
cats.
god, I just said on Facebook, if no one claims that cat, I'll take it. I'm sorry.
You didn't tell me which cat.
I'll show you a video later.
To see. But I don't know.
It's
Cats, I
a
love them.
fluffy cat that is, yeah, it's like a fluffy Siamese mix. I was like, I'll take that cat, but
Does
you know,
it?
probably someone will grab it because
Because we're both very sneezy, as is someone else.
that's
around.
true. But these cats are pretty hypoallergenic, amazingly.
We're pretty good with these guys. Normally, I can't even be in the same room as a cat, or I'm terrible.
Yeah, and these guys are great. It's amazing.
I know.
It's
I know what you guys do.
amazing.
Because the Cornish Rexes aren't even hypoallergenic.
They are not hyperallergenic. And the Penelopes, which are giant and puffy, are totally not.
No, they are not.
I don't know, but she is mysteriously hypoallergenic.
No, I'm fine with Penelope. She like sleeps with us half the time, and I'm still fine. But I don't know. Normally, I am not so good with the kittens.
She's a big bruiser when she jumps in the bed, and it's like,
I know. She keeps like smacking you with her tail, and like, she's rolling around, waking you up. It's like, Penelope, calm down.
what is? Oh, sorry. Could you hear that? Let's get a beat going.
I like beats.
you like those horrible beats that grow on the ground
No,
too.
those are good. Those are delicious. I
It
wrote a
tastes
song.
like dirt.
I've written songs about cats. I've written songs about beats. It's
Tastes
like
like dirt. What do you think, Dudley, about the beats that grow on the ground?
The beats that grow on the ground by Dre.
Let's go pick some headphones.
Where did you get your PhD,
Dr. Dre.
mister?
Actually grows beats now. You didn't know that?
I did not
Yeah,
know
he calls
that.
them Beats by Dre.
Oh,
It's very
okay.
confusing to the consumers.
Yes, I would imagine that it might be.
I've always found it hilarious that Ice Cube was like used to be like some scary, like intense rapper dude who got in fights and like gunfights. And now he's just in like every crappy like family movie ever. It's like, why?
Is he the one that's on Law and Order? Is that true?
You
That's
know,
Ice-T.
Oh,
You got the
shoot.
wrong ice rapper.
Oh,
Ice-T was
shoot.
briefly the singer for Black Sabbath, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in the 90s.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
He
that,
did
that
one-
sounds too crazy to be true.
It's weird. He did their album, I think it was called Sabotage. What was the name of that album? But anyway, it was their last album in the 90s, and he produced it with the other guy in his like rap group. But I mean, Ice-T, people don't know him for his non-rap stuff, but I mean, he prefers his metal band. Like he's mostly Ice-T does a lot of metal. I don't know. I think it's pretty good, but
I will take your word for it.
I think people like him more for the rap, but he's more personally. He always says he prefers doing his rock stuff.
I shall take your word.
I can't remember that album he did with Black Sabbath. Everyone says it's the worst one, and it's pretty bad. But
You're like, and it is pretty bad.
and I love Black Sabbath. Like I just don't. I don't know. Most of the Black Sabbath outside of Ozzy, I don't really understand. Because like, come on, 60s Black Sabbath's where it at. You get to the 80s, it just gets weird.
I don't really know much Black Sabbath. Occasionally, when you put it on, I'll be like, oh, okay, I recognize that.
Yeah,
about
I
it,
feel
yeah.
like this one of those bands you either gotta kind of be into or not. Like a lot of people don't like it, and I totally get it.
You totally get it.
But I just like anything vaguely magical. And all
Oh,
Black
you
Sabbath
should-
songs.
You do like vaguely magical.
It's true.
Vaguely magical.
All their songs are about just like, you know, wizards and like fairies and all those wonderful, delightful creatures. And, you know, not all of them. Sometimes they're just like about cocaine and stuff. But they'll still make it sound like it's magical cocaine.
What do you
Is there
think?
any other kind?
I don't know. Probably.
Of what song or?
Cocaine.
Oh,
I think System of a Down does a lot of cocaine. I like them. They're pretty fun.
White powder, white lady.
White lines go bump, 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 bump through my mind.
That doesn't even sound fun. Like, you're just all pumped and intense and like, yeah, 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 yeah. It's like you're just thinking constantly. It sounds horrible. Why would anyone do that? That sounds terrible.
Hey, pal, what's that in your mouth?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
It's your gum.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, I don't know why anyone would do cocaine. It seems like it's just like, yeah, 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 let's go. It's just like, why? That sounds terrible.
Well, pal, you have the fingernails for it.
Yeah, I know. I get that a lot.
You do. It's true.
What else would you have such long fingernails for?
So I can, like, scrape stuff out of the back behind stuff. And, like, you know, there's, like, that one, like, little cheese puff that fell behind the couch. You just can't reach it. You can claw it back.
Do not let cheese puffs go to waste. They're delightful.
There was this cartoon where, like, I remember everybody was scared to go in the back of the bus, and there was just, like, this dude who had been stuck there for, like, 30 years, and he survived by being stuck in gum, and he grew out his fingernails, and he would claw up to the front and bring, like, the donuts and stuff up to him.
Oh, okay.
I love that cartoon.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, he was, like, I don't know, he was just, like, this fat guy that got stuck in the bus, like, 30 years before, and
Stuck in the bus.
And
Stuck in the bus.
I don't know. I love cartoons, Leonardo. They're so good. But whatever, I'm rambling.
I'll believe you. What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. Gosh,
What's the movie you like?
I mean,
What's your least favorite movie?
know.
What's a movie you thought was terrible?
I don't know.
What's one you thought was abjectly mediocre?
I don't know. I haven't watched that many movies. No,
Oh,
90%
okay.
of the movies I've seen with you. Not really, but I mean,
I was gonna say, wait, we haven't watched many movies together because I don't watch a lot of movies.
I know, but I don't know. I really liked Baby Driver. That was really good.
What's Baby Driver?
Baby Driver is great. If you haven't seen that, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Is it about a driving baby?
I wish it was. That would have been even better. It's just about some, like, guy with tinnitus that's, like, he drives, like, does, like, for, like, a crime company to, like, help his, like, adoptive, like, dying father or something.
Sounds cheerful.
It is more than I'm making it sound. It's not
Okay.
really, it's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of Scott Pilgrim. I love Scott Pilgrim. That's probably one of my favorite movies. That, Napoleon Dynamite, Star Wars movies, Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Anything that's, like, huge. I don't know. I mean, I wish there was cartoon movies. I think if you count, like, all the Popeye, like, 2 reels from the 30s, those are good. But, I mean, I don't know if you count those as movies.
Those aren't really movies, no.
I mean, at the time they were billed as movies, like, in theaters, but it's like, they're not really movies.
Well, that's right. You've never even seen Blade Runner.
Mm-mm.
That's a good movie.
People love Harry Potter movies. I don't think they're that good. I think they're boring. I'm the chosen one, Ron. Well, I like buttercups. It's just, like, so stupid.
I think it's very strange how crazily invested people are in Harry Potter.
I like
mean,
them.
I watched. Jordan had me watch like one of the movies. I think the first one. I was like, it's whatever. I mean, it kept my interest, but I wasn't really surprised or like, whoa, that was
No, they're
amazing.
not amazing. I do like the books a lot, but, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm not, like, basing my life on it.
Jordan's grandmother loves Harry Potter. She has everything from it.
Yeah,
As do many people. But
yeah, it's not
his grandmother's
uncommon.
in her 90s, so that's kind of interesting.
Yes.
It has some sort of universal appeal that I am missing.
Yeah, I mean, especially the movies. Like, the books I get, but the movies, I'm just not, like, I don't know. But whatever. I don't know. I do like a lot of movies, though. Scott Pilgrim is
Taste this,
funny.
tell me what you think.
I don't know. That's really good.
Yeah, I think it's the best one so far.
I mean, I was thinking about what, like, my favorite song I ever wrote is. I don't know. It's between Hitome, which was a song I was just so super depressed at the time. I just wrote a song about what it would feel like to have someone who actually wanted me around and, like, wanted to, like, hang out with me.
Oh no, honey.
And I was so sad. And, like, I was talking to this lady named Hitome because I was doing art interviews and she was a musician and an artist. And her name just happened to be the one I chose just because it sounded good in the song. She was really weird. She was like obsessed like with Buckethead. Like she just wanted to marry Buckethead so bad. But anyway, I was either that one where I was just so depressed where I wanted to write this imaginary world where someone actually wanted me around, and like, you know. So I listened to that song. I think you can really hear it in the song. There's also, I really like the song Red Cat, which is just about a magical red cat that dances with you. And then, I mean, Papaya Chunks is just classic. And it's gotta be Winky Wonk, because I mean, it's just a song about a giraffe.
I was in the band and we had a song called, well, it translated to Black Cat, and then we had one that translated to White Cat.
White Cat's a really gross wine. Well, what was it about?
They were instrumentals. So, I liked the Black Cat better. It was more fun for me to play.
I mean, I like Black Cats in general better. They're just, I mean, nothing. Sorry, Leonardo.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said I would take that cat, but it was just so adorable.
No, it's okay. I don't care. I love kitties, you know that. But
no, I shouldn't do it because I am deathly allergic to, and it's not good. And these guys are fine. I shouldn't upset the equilibrium.
they're cute. I also really like the song I wrote called The Kelpie, about a Kelpie, because I really like Kelpies. They're like terrifying but cool.
What's a Kelpie?
Kelpies are magical, like, horses that live in the water that can come into the shore, and they pretend to be these really beautiful people, and they lure you in, and when they go in, they're turned back into a horse and like drown you.
I had the most interesting discussion when I asked my students to say something exciting about their lives. They actually write it in a little doc to show them, just to make sure everybody could use Google Docs and share a doc, blah blah. And one of them said that her heart had stopped, and you know, for I don't remember how many minutes, but a few. And I asked her what had happened, and she said that she had drowned. And then she said, if you have to die, drowning's the way to go. It was great. I felt so peaceful and amazing.
No, thanks.
It's very weird.
That sounds like a terrible way.
I don't
understand
know.
how
Is there a good way? I don't know.
Babies are born in water, they don't drown. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't understand. Like, wouldn't they, like, drink the water and, like, drown when they're born underwater?
They're getting everything from their mom until they get out, till they make their escape.
But, I mean, aren't they... But, I mean, like, when... You know what I mean? When they're born, like, when people do, like, water births, like, how do they not...
Oh, they don't leave them under the water. They don't go, look at that thing swimming around.
Oh, I don't know. Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, how does the baby...
Or else they'd panic for a while, then feel the wonderful, warm, pleasant sensation of dying.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Apparently.
Well, that was short. Thanks.
Sorry. But then the baby's like, beep, 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 beep. I'm a fish. I don't want to breathe oxygen.
Yeah, that was super lame, normies. Oh, wait.
Yeah, oh, wait, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. Spooky. But... Speaking of which, for all you Llamas with Hats fans, there's a new Llamas with Hats Babies book I really want.
I have never heard of this. What is this?
Llamas with Hats is just this really stupid internet video.
Oh.
But it's by the same people who made Ghost House with the same person.
Oh, okay.
So it's very similar, but like with llamas.
Ghost House.
But I don't know.
By the way, we finished watching Dark Matter, which would be my recommendation to you. It's
But
a
don't
fun,
get too
fun,
invested.
fun,
The
fun,
ending
fun,
is annoying.
Fun sci-fi. It's kind of, it's kind of Flash Gordon-ish in a way, and also like kind of more thoughtful than that. But like high energy and like cliffhanger and like, how are they going to get out of this sort of thing? And it's super fun. And it's true, they gambled that they would be renewed with the ending, and then they weren't, and so you're kind of like, what? Same thing with Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is also amazing. You should find it somewhere and watch it.
It is really
Well,
good.
that just opens the door to tons and tons of horrible fan fiction.
Oh, the fan fiction.
That's how,
Supernatural, I think, has the most fan fiction. I read some of it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sure it's all, like...
It's all the different characters having sex.
I was going to say, I'm sure it's all just, like, gay fan fiction.
Yeah,
That's what all
it is.
fan
It
fiction is.
Yes, it's totally gay. And there's many, many gay men, or men in there to be gay men together for the fan fiction.
I don't know why that's where
some of
fan
it. It was
fiction
fun.
always goes. Like, that's just always... But That's how what do you call that one, like that one series that became really popular? It was a fan fiction of Twilight. What do you call that? Where it's 50 Shades of Grey. It started off as a fan fiction of Twilight that lady was writing, but it was so popular on fanfiction.com that she just kind of like started publishing it and changed the name so it wasn't Twilight characters.
Oh gosh.
And she just became like a millionaire off this like Twilight fan fiction.
Unfair ways people become millionaires.
I know.
The world is unjust.
Just imagine writing some like super weird like Twilight fan fiction, like Bella like lowered her lip seductively as Edward's mighty something. Just I don't know.
As if Bella and Edward weren't bad enough. As if Twilight wasn't the worst.
I know so many people that love Twilight. A lot of guys who like Twilight. I mean, mostly Andy.
Mostly Andy. A lot of guys, and by a lot, I mean Andy. Oh, here's the penny loafer.
He was always like, dude. The first thing at day, I'm Team Edward, Team Jacob. I'm like, what? I didn't even know what that meant at the time. And he's like, dude, Twilight. And I'm like, what?
On YouTube, there's a delightful thing called Buffy versus Edward.
You show that's good.
It's so good where they cut together Twilight and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Buffy kicks his ass because he's lame.
Yeah, I mean, Edward's not even a cool vampire. He doesn't do anything. I've seen all of those movies because of Andy.
Really?
They're really boring. The colors in those movies are weird. Like they.
Oh, they make them very blue, so they color correct them very cold.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what they did, but that makes sense. It's really ugly looking because of that. Everything just looks wet and cold and nasty. I don't know.
Wet and cold and nasty.
It's gross.
Yeah, there's probably lots of little girls named Bella now.
I'm sure.
A lot of people name their pets Bella, I've noticed.
My cousin's daughter is named Bella. But
See?
That's true, but I also think that's. I don't know why she's.
I wonder if there's gonna be a bunch of little Edwards too.
I mean,
Eddie.
I like
Hey,
the name
Eddie.
Ed though.
Yo, Eddie, what's up?
Hey, Eddie, what's going on? Come on, it's Tommy in the gang. Let's go do something. That's just like such a gang name. Like,
Nah, an Ed has never given me grief. Some other names have been problems, but not Ed.
come on, Ed. Let's go down there. See what's going on. I don't know, Tommy Fins. What are you gonna do over there? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't know why my gang voice is just like, sleazy New Yorker. Or like maybe New Jersey. It's fine.
From the 1940s.
Yeah. Come on. Well, it's just how Tiny Tim kind of talks. So, I mean, I don't know. Tiny Tim, he sounds like he was born in like 1850.
Penelope's like walking all sexy. She's shaking her
What are you
butt.
doing, Penelope?
What are you trying to do, girl?
I don't know, Penelope. That's weird.
And she was like,
I'm so delightful.
she is delightfully. She's delightful to cuddle with because she purrs very loudly and she's very puffy.
She is. It's true.
And Leonardo is not puffy and he's very bony, but his body temperature is a little higher than normal because he doesn't have any fur. So it's like a little hot water bottle with claws.
And as bony as he is, he's kind of squishy.
With claws that will sometimes claw you when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Razor blades, very sharp, long claws.
Yeah, it's kind of weird if you think about it. We just like sleep with these little like other species that have like sharp claws and teeth, and they just kind of like sleep with you and like you act like it's totally normal, like just some animal with like like real razor sharp claws and teeth.
Yeah, and Leonardo's very bad with his claws. Like he will just rip you to shreds. He doesn't really understand. Penelope is super good. She always keeps her claws in. She's very careful.
I've only been clawed by Penelope like once or twice.
Once she was falling, and because she's very clumsy, and I tried to catch her, and she had her claws out trying to grab anything, which ended up being my flesh. I should let her hit the ground like a sack of potatoes, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's rude.
I had to catch her. Not that she hasn't hit the ground like a sack of potatoes before
No,
when
she does it to
falling, because
herself.
she's very clumsy.
All the time.
Huh?
She does that to herself all
Yeah,
the
she
time.
falls all the time. She does not land on her feet. That whole cat story about them landing on their feet, not true for Penelope.
Not for Penel. Penel is very awkwardly, like not built, but she's just so big. She's just like, it's more than just puff.
She's more than puff. It's true.
She is. Now, Leonardo, what you see is pretty much what you get, but there's not much to hide.
No, that's true. This is so music is art. September 7th, I am playing not once, not twice, but thrice. Thrice. Well, if everything works out, I'll play thrice. If two of the shows overlap, then I only played 2 times, but
Whatever.
it should be fun. You should go do it. It's free. What the heck?
I
What
like
you got to
music
lose?
art, it's fun.
Some time, whatever. What you gonna do anyways? Like play some video games, watch some Netflix.
It took
Go
me so
on out
long to figure
and
out
have
that
some fun.
Netflix meant internet flicks. And I was really like excited when I figured out that's what it meant.
It's the little things in life.
But yeah, I like music. So I was really excited to see Shona Knife again, and we're gonna be playing.
Oh, are they playing?
Yeah, they're playing.
Oh, that's cool. Whew.
I just love her answer for why she formed a band. She's like, I did not want a real job. And they're like, well, why
Can't
is
blame
it
her there.
all girls? She's like, if I have men in band, I have to pay for 2 dressing rooms. That is too expensive. If I have all girl, I can have 1 dressing room. I'm like, right. I'm like, I guess, but
Do you have to pay for dressing rooms? I have not been aware of
I
this.
didn't think so. But I mean, I just thought that was a very amusing answer. It was in the. I love this interview. It's called Kids Interview Bands, where they have these 2 little girls who interview bands.
Oh, that sounds very fun.
I don't think that the guys would actually need a dressing room.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't you just gotta put on?
No,
your
they don't
clothes
need a
and-
dressing room.
No, they can just show up ready.
They can
That's
show
what it
up
is.
ready. I think some of them fancy up. I've noticed this. In rock bands, they fancy up.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's have to be their fanciest, unless you're me, where I'm just kind of. I'll just roll out of bed on stage like 2 seconds before I'm about to go on. All right, sing, done, bye bye.
I try to dress up and be fancy.
You know, it's gotta be. It's nice. You look a little nice. I mean, I do. I'm just kidding. I wish Cyber Peanut would play, but Joe refuses to play live. I mean, I've got so many other projects I've done music with, but they're all with Joe, and he refuses to play live. I had Metallic Diaper, Cyber Peanut. I have Green Schwinn, obviously, does play live, but we do it, but...
Or Red Huffy.
Whatever, it's the same thing, whatever
Red
you want to call it.
Huffy. I know, whatever, but
It's the
it's
same
supposed to be a
thing.
formal name change.
It is, but... I don't know. What else? There was that thing, what else did I do? Mostly Cyber Peanut and Metallic Diaper were the only things I did anything, which is that I love that song, Hitome. I did it originally as a Cyber Peanut song, but I did it as a Green Schwinn song for a while, but like the Cyber Peanut version's all melancholy and sad because I was super depressed, but then like the Green Schwinn one's like this bombastic one. It's like, it wasn't very good as a Green Schwinn song. It was okay, but I don't know, I'm rambling. But I do like, another song I did solo, as Captain Johnny Sausage, was something, but I mean that was also a Green Schwinn. That worked, I think, pretty good when we did it, because I mean I can't really play any instruments, so you know, when I just recorded it, I just kind of was like guessing chords or like looking up the chords each time I played one. But
Yeah, that's something I have to do sometimes when I'm playing multiple instruments. I'll be like, oh, what's that chord on this one? I gotta look it up. Chord charts are great though.
they are.
And now with the internet, you can find them all for free.
It's true. I was trying to do like this song, kind of like the Battle of Evermore, which is one of my favorite
What's
songs.
the Battle of Evermore? I've never heard of this.
Oh, that's a great song. It's one of my favorite songs.
I've heard it? Okay. I've just been told from the beyond that I've heard it.
It was a collaboration between that one folk singer, I forget her name, and Led Zeppelin.
Oh, Alison Krauss?
I don't know. I don't remember her name. She died like not even like a year later.
Oh, that's not Alison Krauss because she's still alive. My dad was always trying to make me do that Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock song at the Jamborees.
Kid Rock.
I will not. I will
Damn.
not do that.
No.
I won't. I won't do it.
But the Battle of Evermore is this great mandolin song featuring her and Led Zeppelin, and it's so good, and it's just this cool song. But I don't know.
Oh, hey, viewer feedback. Give us a call. Let us know what you think.
About what's your favorite cat story? We want to know.
Yeah, we do. We've talked a lot about cats, so just tell us.
I mean, you can tell us about dogs, I guess. But cats are cute.